So there are a lot of ways that we could pivot to the conversation, Jay, based on that nice little rant. Thank you very much. Let's do this quick segue, okay? Because you mentioned the pandemic. Well, the Atlantic this week, they published an article. I don't know if anyone had a chance to see this or read this, but it's one of those things that when you see it, you kind of want to bust a tit. Is that right, Jay? I think, or is it pop a nut, or is it rub your coochie?
Well, our nuts are too small. Our titties are a little bit bigger, so we bust a tit.
We bust a tit. So this article from Emily Oster says, "Let's declare a pandemic amnesty," in which she says we need to forgive one another for what we did and said when we were in the dark about COVID. And Jay, I don't know if you had a chance to actually go through this, but basically she makes the case that, forgiveness of like every single bad thing that happened, specifically about the people who made the decisions, is warranted. You gotta let it slide, Jay. You can't get all wound up in that shit. You just gotta say, Habibi, it is okay.
Fuck no. That is the absolute best counterpoint to these fuckers and people like her who write these type of fucking stories. Because if you go back and see her tweets on COVID and all that kind of stuff, like she's one of the bad people who have been tweeting shit and saying shit in order to demonize people who didn't want to get the vaccine or who didn't want to mask, who didn't want to lock their shit down or take their kids away from school.
Right.
She's one of the main perpetrators on this shit. So fuck no. We are not going to forgive any of these fucking people. We're not going to forgive them for demonizing mothers who wanted to take their kids to school, for cheering on mothers who were arrested for taking their kids to fucking to the park, who said that you're a grandma killer if you want to take your kids to the fucking zoo, who said that if you're not masking up, you're wanting everyone to die, who cheered on Andrew Cuomo as some heroic figure over the way he handled COVID in New York, for siding with the teachers unions, for closing down schools for 2 years, for making sure that there were millions of businesses closed forever so you can make sure the economy went to shit for fucking 2 years and we're still recovering for it. No, we are not forgiving any of these people. The best mercy we can show them is prison time. And if it was up to me, we would bring back public executions and hang every fucking one of them. Fauci needs to be in prison till the day he fucking dies. Okay. No, we are not forgiving any of these fuckers. Not at all.
One thing I
0% chance.
One thing I want to point out, this particular graph says these precautions were totally misguided. In April 2020, no one got the coronavirus from passing someone else hiking. Outdoor transmission was vanishingly rare. Our cloth masks made out of old bandanas wouldn't have done anything anyway. But the thing is, we didn't know, which is absolute fucking garbage bullshit. Because, Jay, as you and I both know, Fauci, the NIAID, the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, as well as the NIH, the National Institute of Health, funded all the research at the Wuhan Institute of Wuhan Laboratory, the Wuhan, what is it? The Wuhan Institute of Virology. Yeah, Wuhan Institute of Virology, and basically tested and what they call what's the word I'm looking for, Jay? It's it's a genetic modification. What were they?
They were modifying the virus, yeah. So they were
weaponizing it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can say weaponized.
But sure, what else do you do with a virus if you're just trying to genetically modify it? Are you trying to see if
it's for different types of research, but then again, you can't give them the benefit of the doubt for how much they fucking lied about what was going on there and what they were doing and how they were funding it. So probably you're right. They were trying to weaponize the virus instead of doing tests on different ways to amplify the infection rate. And not only did they do that, but also and how it's not a bigger story, and how people still view Fauci after the emails were released between the director of the NHS. Is that what it is? Yeah, the director.
Are you talking about Fauci?
Not just Fauci, the other guy.
Oh,
what's his name?
Was it is it Francis?
I think it's Francis. It's the guy who played the guitar and sang that stupid fucking song. Between them, who are trying to
Francis Collins.
Yes, and they were trying to silence other doctors and scientists who are saying all of this shit is bullshit. Your 6 feet bullshit stuff is bullshit. Your masking is bullshit. Your fucking zero transmission on the vaccines is bullshit. And one thing that we really have to hit on is how everyone was parroting that there will be zero transmission if you get the vaccine. Right. When there were zero studies made on this, when they say we didn't know that it was going to be zero transmission, but they were saying it as it was fact. She says we didn't know. But they were stating it was fact that you're safer if you're masked. They didn't know. They're stating as fact that it was safer if you were 6 feet away from each other. They didn't know. They were stating it as fact that kids were going to get it and die. They didn't know. And when we were 6 months into this, we started getting more and more data that all of the shit that they were trying to force in policy-wise was bullshit. And the way that they fought it was to silence anyone who was stating that they were bullshit, instead of allowing for more discussion and data to be released over this. So forgive them? Fuck no. We will not forgive any of these people, and we should not. I swear to God, what needs to happen right now, what really needs to happen, any politician, I don't give a fuck if they're Democrat, Republican, or whatever, if they come up and they start really saying that they are going to push to hold these fucks responsible that did this to the United States for 2 fucking years and did this to students from school, they will get my vote. I don't give a fuck who they are. And if they like really promise it and honestly go for it, this is the message that really needs to be hit on as we get closer to November, is that anyone is going to really say we're going to hold these fucks that lied about COVID responsible, who are in the government, who ran these policies, who destroyed people's lives. Like this is I would think would put more fire under people in order to get them out and actually vote.
Jay, fuck the thought lost. I lost the thought. Something. Oh, great, Jay. Your rants have once again thrown me off. Anyways, here's Ernie. This is what I was gonna say, Jay. I said with Ern as our president, he will be sure to send all those bureaucrats to the gulags, and inshallah, hold trials for them so that they, inshallah, will be publicly executed.
Inshallah,
under President Ern.
We need to throw fatwas on every one of these fucks, all of them. I mean, a slow hanging or a quick death is too good for them.
No, that's right. They honestly, and look, I know people are going to be taking us seriously, and good. I hope they do, because Jay essentially 100% means what he says, and Ern would absolutely sick one of these bitches. No, what I was gonna highlight here was this article sent to us on the Locals live chat. This is from January 2022. And it says that nearly half of them say fines, prison time are appropriate for questioning vaccines. And if you read through the survey or through the article, says 59% of Democrats who took the poll were in support of a theoretical government policy which would confine those who have not been vaccinated to their own homes unless it was an emergency. And overall, 61% of all respondents were against the policy.
59% of Dems are fucking retarded. I mean, it is insane how well they are trained to just completely accept a narrative pushed to them, said by the experts or their politicians. It's mind-boggling.
Mind-boggling. Mind fucking boggling. All right, I know we kind of got off on the I know we kind of got out of order here, and of course, Jay, because of my dementia, tonight in particular, I haven't been really with it, but it's okay. It's okay because I'm just gonna blame the vaccine, and hopefully we get banned from YouTube once and for all.